This is the Duckden Season 1 SMP server. My name is Dilp23 and I am currently streaming this server and my playthrough of it over on Twitch. This server is available for anyone who is currently a sub to my channel as well as any of the other streamers on the server. This video is to act as a sort of server tour to kind of let you guys know what's been going on with the server, considering it's only ever been streamed on Twitch, and I kind of want to start uploading the highlights of each week's videos up on YouTube so you guys can keep track of all the progress of the server. So this island over here is a spawn island. This is where you'll be spawning, about over here. We're going to build a little spawn area for you guys so it doesn't look as bland and boring as it is. And yeah, let's just kind of take you around to some of the builds that we've got going on the server. So the first house that you'll see is Arthur's build, which is one of the members of the server. Over here, just left of spawn when you spawn in really, is the community farm, which you'll get all the wheat they need as well as some cheeky potatoes and carrots that you need for your journey. If you ever want to create a crop farm, is a good place to get this started. Around here is a bunch of sugarcane. We'll probably be removing that because that's a little bit much for when you start. But we're hoping the trees and all that around here will kind of provide a sort of good get going, as well as these bamboo as well. These bamboo, we're going to leave some here so players can take some, go off, build the base somewhere, as well as have some bamboo to kind of grow their own for scaffolding to create all your amazing builds that will hopefully appear. Now, this is my starting area. For when I first joined the server, I kind of created this little beach barbecue area as well as this little cooktop over here. And this is the starter base that I made. This is the villager trading hall that I made, completely my design. Kind of a little bit proud of it, if I'm honest. So here we go. You've got a bunch of beds. Quite simple. Throw food at them. They shall breed. Capture them in here. Get some nice cheap trees like this Emerald 1 mending. And here's a zombie that will convert them all. I thought that was a neat little design, kind of simple or compact, pretty manual, but it works up for what I need. So this server has been up for about 3 weeks now, and yeah, we've got some new people joining. We've got a shopping district, which I shall actually go show you now. I swear, there's going to be signs to everything. That zoom really does not work. So this here is the shopping district. So as you can see, it's kind of small at the moment, and we're hoping for expansion. We're going to be creating a lot more paths around, so able to just branch shops off from each of the paths. Yeah, so it's quite generous in terms of the pricing here. It's 1 diamond block for a chunk, which look, it sounds like a lot, I guess, but yeah, when you have stuff like that, it kind of adds up really quickly. You got a food shop, you got the mending shop over there. This is supposed to be the rocket shop that isn't quite complete, as well as the blackstone shop. So they're the only ones we have at the moment. So if you jump in quick, you might be able to make yourself some cheeky quick profits. This is Joseph's floating cobblestone base, as far as I can tell. He's got 2 pretty epic lion statues at the front. So yeah, I'm looking forward to see what he does with this one. And just next to my starter house, you might have seen this giant kind of like, it's a 2x2 chunk square that just goes down to bedrock. This is actually 2x2 slime chunks. So here is a little slime chunk farm. Oh, well, slime farm, I should say. Here is a slime farm. This is kind of how it works. So they spawn on the platforms, get attracted to the golems, fall down, and yeah, die in the wither roses. So that's pretty neat. Now I should mention that all the farms and any builds on here are inaccessible to anyone unless mentioned otherwise. So all the farms are privatized. So don't go around, pinching people's profits, if you will. So next to my little starter house, here's Waddle's design of an iron farm, which kind of kept me through to the start. So I will link that in the description for you guys if you guys want to create a sort of iron farm of your own for when you start. That's definitely one to go check out, I reckon. So here's a little boat that was done with a tiny little nether portal on there. And that brings me to another good point. Oh, it's raining. Gotta love some rain with that riptide. We have a few data packs on here. So you might notice that this nether portal is kind of a funky shape. That's due to a data pack called Custom Nether Portals. You can pretty much make them any size you want, any shape. So it is vanilla 1.16.5, but it has got a few quality of life mod packs in there. You don't have to download anything to join the server. You just got to join the Discord, which after you're subbed, we will private message you the Discord. You're able to join, you get the IP from there, send us a username, and we shall whitelist you, and you should be good to go on that front. So this is This is Divisols and RT's base, who are also members on the server. They are subs of mine. And they've got their little epic floating islands here with chains holding them down. They've got other islands. As far as I'm aware, there's supposed to be other little islands being built. Houses in the process of it. The ship over here, there's kind of a little bit of lore behind it. It just came back from the Nether. You can see it's got some Nether material attached to it. That's pretty neat. Over here is Neppy's base here. Little sandcastle base here. It's a really cool design. I'm loving it. The sandcastle theme. You got your dogs on the bed, and you got the piglins. Like wow. Epic pumpkin farms and that. So yeah, it's kind of like the progress that everyone seems to be up to. That's a creeper farm there. It's only one level high at the minute. Right, over here is so this is Altian's base as well as Obnoxious Bishop's old base. So this one's pretty neat actually. So it's attached to a sunken ship underground, just over here. So I'm not sure how they came up with the idea of attaching it down to there, but I think the concept is really nice. So yeah, hopefully that turns out to be something epic, which I'm sure it would be. I already see they seem to going to have like a tree or something in the middle. Hope they do something with that. So this is Obnoxious Bishop's other base that he's moved on from that floating island over there. Nice little cobblestone oak wood sort of build. With some nice docks there for the dogs. Well, not for the dogs, but the dog decided it was it. Now we also have a Guardian farm here. So again, yeah, all these farms private, but the drops can be sold or bought from players privately. So this is just a little platform. You got the Guardians in there. They spawn. I don't think you can see very well from in here. Let's have a look. Can you see anything? Nah, it's all covered. All right. They all start spawning. They go to the Nether, get killed up there. Items get shot up this little glass tube, which we might be able to see it. I hope. Actually, I don't know if this is functional at the moment. It might not be. Oh well. When it was, items were floating up to there, get shot up into that shulker box loader. This one was built by Acid Drops on here, which is the guy who pretty much owns the server. He's the other admin. If we go just left of the Guardian farm here, you'll see that my current base that I'm working on, which is kind of just floating in the middle of the ocean right here. Yeah, it's a bit of a chonky base, but I'm loving it so far. Got some netherite on here just to kind of flex. Yeah, you gotta do it for the flex. I mean, how could you not? Got some beacons up in here. Yeah, Crying Obsidian Blackstone, which I think is a really good mix, as well as those purple windows there. Got this bridge that we're currently working on stream, so if you guys see this video quick, you might be able to come around and check out the progress on that. I don't know how much longer we work on that for. So my base at the front has a ID card lock. So you just walk up to this, chuck that in there, spits that out, opens up the door, and a nice little spiral pattern, closes back up. And yeah, there's currently haven't really done anything yet. We got some huge plans, so come over to the streams and you'll be able to see them fall into place. Now that door design, I used Impulse SV's secret ID door trick for that, and I just kind of hooked up with some redstone to a 3x3 piston door, whose I'll also link. Can't quite remember who did that one, but it'll be in the description there. So over to the Nether side of things, we have our Nether roof, which we've attached to. We've had to let poor Acid Drops work his way onto the roof, but we have got a 1x1 hole that leads down to the floor. So we've got a little piglin bartering system here that I did, quite simple. I also link who did this one. There's a little portal over to the ice biome there, which is quite handy actually if you ever need anything such as storage systems or ice or anything. So as you can see, the server's in very early days, so now will be a perfect time to join. It's only 3 weeks in, like I said. I think 3 of us are the only ones who've got netherite at the moment. Everyone else is kind of in diamond or iron. Up here is the gold farm. It's usually pretty efficient, but I think someone's AFKing inside the nether right now, which is a big thing you've got to keep in mind. If you create farms, just notice if anyone's going to be AFKing on the server, chances are your efficiency is probably going to drop if you're using a mob-based farm. So just keep an eye out for that. Try and build that with in mind. We can't really do much about that, I don't think, so yeah. Here is probably one of the most crazy gunpowder farms I've ever seen built by acid drops. So here we go. He's got that gold beacons from the gold farm to absolutely flex. And just look at the size of this thing and the crazy efficiency. Like, my god, it's a stupid amount of gunpowder. But this man's got phantoms above him. Damn. I believe that acid is there. He is. He's AFK in there. Let's just have a little peek. Hello there. So he's got a shulker box storage system, which is absolutely filled to the brim with gunpowder. So expect some sort of gunpowder shop slash rocket shop to be around pretty shortly. We're still going to get the sugarcane side of things sorted before we do that. But that's meant to be my job. So if you guys want to see that happen as well, that'll be happening over on the streams within the next week, which should be pretty groovy. The last thing on here should be Acid Drop's base, which I do admit is probably one of my favorites on the server. Here it is. This has got to be one of my favorite bases on the server. Look at this. He's used the blocks from his gardening farm and utilized them pretty well in the build. Like, oh my lord. So I also like the use of the arrows this guy did. Yo, there you go. Go down here, down a floor. Too easy. So yeah, it's a nice little base. This enchanter room looks nice and cozy. Assuming that's into a mine. It's just really nice and put together and just satisfying to be in. Put it that way. So that kind of like brings us to almost an end of the tour. Oh, actually, I forgot one thing. Hold on. Give me 2 seconds. On the server side of things, we kind of have about 10 active members at the minute. Always looking for new people. Obviously, the more people that join, the more appreciated, and the better. And hopefully, the bigger the server will be, and the better the community will be, and all that. Because we'll be more active players, we'll be able to run a good economy and all that. Some plans that I'm aware of at the moment is we would like to kind of introduce a mini game section. We think that would be a really good idea. So if you have any ideas for any sort of mini games, bring them along. You'll be able to build there. It'll be a lot cheaper than a plot inside the shopping district. We're thinking something along the lines of a diamond for a chunk or whatever. They also don't have to be paid to play, but you can charge people to play a mini game as well as add some fun prizes. Another highway is also in the works. So if you're also a talented builder or anything, or just someone who enjoys building or having fun with the building aspects, and you're interested in working on something along the lines of a kind of like another highway, then yeah, that would be greatly appreciated if you could come along. Because pretty please, I don't think any of us that I'm aware of has done any big Nether builds before. This is our XP farm that we have on the server. Now, oh Jesus, oh my god, I regret everything. I regret everything. Wait, hold up. You'll be glad to hear that this Enderman Farm is open for everyone on the server. This is not privatized at all. So the general rule with the server is if there's any farms of any sort and they're not marked as private, basically just don't take any of the loot from there. Because that's yeah, it's not fair on the person who built it if they wanted to build it just for themselves and for profits and selling it. So yeah, there's nothing better than just Riptide and Elytra, honestly. Like, so satisfying. And that brings us to the end of this tour. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you guys for coming along and checking out the tour. Hope to see you on the server as well as in the streams. I'll be linking my channel in the description as well as all the videos mentioned for the tutorials that we used. And yeah, I hope to see you guys on the stream, and I'll see you guys next time. See ya.